Hi guys, it is me, the long lost Aubrey in Wonderland. Last time I recorded, I had promised I would be on here more often, and what can I say? It's just been a challenge. I just have been extremely busy with job, kids, dogs, life. Um, so let me just give you a quick rundown. Again, I'm Aubrey in Wonderland. I had my gastric bypass surgery on March 22nd, 2016. And my highest weight was 288. My surgery weight was 255. And I am now 157 pounds. So I have met my goal. My original weight loss goal was 160 pounds. I had said all along that I would be totally okay with 155, somewhere around there, so that I had kind of that, 5 to 10 pound cushion in my weight so that I didn't feel uncomfortable. So where have I been and what have I been doing? As far as my diet and things like that goes, I've been doing okay. It's kind of weird because I have been maintaining no problem, but I've pretty much been eating whatever I want. A lot of sugar. Sugar has really become an issue for me. As far as moderation, it's tough. I found certain foods that I can eat large amounts of and not have much of a consequence. Things like kettle corn, that boom chicka pop kettle corn. Stay away from it. I can't stop. Once I get a bag of that, I will eat the whole bag in one day. And so I've noticed things like that. Yesterday was Easter. Happy Easter, y'all. We had a nice family time. We actually had Easter dinner with some family friends of ours, and we had a really nice time, really nice dinner. They had turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, all the works. I did take whatever on my plate that I wanted. I was careful not to go too overboard on any kind of simple carbs, but that was not to be super duper healthy. It was so that I could afford to have some cheesecake after dinner. So I did that. I had a slice of cheesecake. So I can't eat a whole piece of cheesecake without dumping. I can eat about the front half of a piece of cheesecake and leave the back larger half for later. But what I do on special occasions is, like in this case, I ate the whole front half of the piece, and then later, after some significant amount of time had gone by and I was hungry again or whatever, I had the back half of the piece of cheesecake. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I don't feel one tiny little ounce of guilt about that at all. What I do feel worry over is the large amounts of sugar that have come creeping back into my daily routine, my daily food routine. So I'm really having to be mindful of that. I'm at the stage right now where I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that might be kind of an issue. But I guess the biggest thing I just really need to get back to is avoiding the grazing and picking up the protein first. So I'm going to do that, but overall I am doing well. I have been really clinging on to the maintenance lifestyle, trying to maintain my weight has not been an issue versus continuing to lose. I did get up to like 161 or something like that, but then I dropped back down to 157. So I've not been working out. I want to work out. One thing that I've really noticed is my couple different things, couple different motivations. You guys, I have never had to be motivated to work out for any other reason than weight loss. And I really had to evaluate, okay, now that I'm not trying to lose weight, is this something I want to continue with as far as going to the gym? And at first the answer was no. I really felt like, why? I don't enjoy the gym. I enjoyed it when I was really working on my weight loss because I enjoyed the accomplishment of doing something toward my goal. That was the reward. I felt good after I did it, and that was, again, because I was working towards something that I really wanted to achieve. Now that I'm no longer working towards the weight loss, I found myself really struggling to find the motivation. But I have found the motivation. I say that tentatively because I haven't been back yet, but I know I will be soon. The motivation for me right now is my strength has really been almost alarmingly low. I'm very, very weak. Things like tearing open a difficult package where they say, just rip off the top. And if it's being stubborn, my grip strength, which I think some of that may be a vitamin deficiency. I'm not sure. I'll check into it. But also just a generalized weakness throughout my body that I'm recognizing. Another thing is the saggy skin. Now, I know that a lot of my loose skin is not going to be something that I can remedy without surgery. I do have the arms that, that you can see the crepiness, the wrinkles, the crinkles, not to mention the flap. But I know that my rear end and things like that will be less flabby and saggy if they are full of muscle. So I know I'm not going to be filling out the skin that I once filled out as a 288-pound woman. I understand that, but I do feel that there's some I can do. So, yeah, we'll see. I just have to do what I can do. I'm realizing that this weakness that I'm feeling is not something that I want to live with. I'm extremely frail and weak. And that's not one of the reasons why I did this, was to feel strong and empowered, not frail and weak. So I'm going to be working towards that. And it's a whole new adventure. When I first started going to the gym, when I was 125 pounds overweight, it was very scary. I look back at pictures of myself when I was posting my sweat checks on my Facebook page, that I just had a look in my eyes of anxiety or fear. Maybe lack of confidence is what I was seeing. I don't know. But, and I'm recognizing those same feelings of fear, anxiety, and lack of confidence when I think about going to the gym for weight training or strengthening. When I first started going, when I was first starting this weight loss journey, I started going just for the cardio and only for weight loss. So I jumped on those cardio machines. The elliptical was my machine of choice, and I just defeated that fear. And so I'm gearing up to do that again. I feel fear and anxiety when I think about taking on those machines that I know nothing about. I'm literally like the lowest peg on the, you know, you can change the peg and then you can change the dial down. I'm going to be like on the low of the low of the low, and I'll probably still be struggling. And so I'm just really wrestling with fear and feelings of nervousness, embarrassment, and things like that. It's so silly because, you know, I'm going to be walking into the gym in a much different body than I walked into the gym with 130 pounds ago. But that's not everything, and it just goes to show that some insecurities don't really have anything to do with how much you weigh. It all has to do with how you feel here and how you feel here. So I'm going to be working on that. Anyway, guys, I feel bad for being gone so long. When I started this YouTube channel, it was always a goal of mine to always stay in touch, always keep the updates going. I couldn't imagine a time when I would not be able or willing to do that. And it's been a tough time. I've talked before about getting somebody in the office assistant position where I work, and I went through a couple different assistants for various reasons and finally landed on one who is really well qualified and is going to be a great fit in our office. And as you can see, the proof is in the pudding. Here I am actually able to do an update at the end of the day. So I thought, you know, I'm done with my work day. I thought I'd just flip on the YouTube channel and check out what some people were doing. And I thought, you know, instead of checking out what people are doing, which I'm excited to catch up on very quickly here, I thought, you know, I'll just hit record and give you guys a quick update. So I did cut my hair, my grow out. This is all grow out here. I did not cut bangs. Can you believe that? I did not cut bangs in my hair. This is all just grow out from hair loss. I have the same thing over here, and it is throughout my hair. I've got this short grow out stuff. So I decided if I ever wanted to have a full head of hair that made sense, I was going to have to cut off the longer stuff and let the short stuff catch up. So that's what I did. It is a little shorter than I had thought I was going to be doing, but honestly, it's been fun. It's been fun to have quick hairstyle in the morning, kind of wearing different styles before. I was nervous about, I've talked about this before, this is one of my, like, I'll go like this all day long and not feel any kind of worry about it at all whatsoever, but this bothers me. And so it was my goal to get hair that would kind of come down and kind of cover that a little bit, but instead is a little bit shorter than that. But it's been an adjustment, but it's fun. It's kind of fun to do the whole pixie, not pixie, but you know, like pretty short thing. And I do like the jawline. I like how that looks, and it's just a whole different thing, because I'll tell y'all, 130 pounds ago, I would not have been satisfied with this look at all. So it's been fun. I've been doing some kind of coming out on Facebook, so to speak, not intentionally, but I've posted a couple pictures of myself with not my Aubrey in Wonderland Facebook page, but my regular Facebook page. in my personal life, and I've had several pictures on there where it shows my whole body, and I've had a lot of like, holy cow, responses. And I just think just even these last 40 pounds, after losing over 100 pounds, even just these last 40 pounds have really been a dramatic change in my appearance. Not just my body, what I look like or what size I wear, but just my general face structure and things like that. So it's been interesting fielding those compliments and things. I always feel a little awkward, but I just try to put my best foot forward, be gracious, and just say thank you. And I've noticed that people they tend not to. Some people do just fine with it, but in general, people tend not to compliment without saying something negative about themselves. That's interesting to think about. They'll say things like, oh, you look so great. I really need to get on it. I really need to lose weight. I've noticed I have this or this or this or this or this. And they start like self-deprecating. And so that's been an eye-opener for me. I just think that's really interesting food for thought. So anyway, I will get into it more on my next update. I never did an official 1 year. My 1 year was March 22nd. And so I am about 13 months almost. And I had plans for this fancy 1 year video and all that, but let's start with a video. Let's not go to the fancy video, okay? Anyway, I will catch up with you guys later. Thanks for watching. 17-minute video. Aubrey's back. Bye, guys.